Class 12th, subject physics, third chapter, kinetic theory of gases and radiation. From the chapter, let us see the emission of heat radiation. According to theory of exchange of heat, all bodies at all temperatures above absolute zero, that is 0 Kelvin temperature, radiate thermal energy, and at the same time they absorb radiation received from the surroundings. The amount of thermal radiation emitted per unit time depends upon the nature of the emitting surface, the area of surface, and its temperature. Hotter bodies radiate higher rate. Hotter bodies radiate at higher rate than the cooler bodies. Light colored bodies, that is faint colored bodies, reflect most of the visible radiation. They will reflect most of the visible radiation, whereas dark colored bodies absorb most of the incident visible radiations. The absorbed radiation causes increase in temperature of the body. The body itself also radiates, that is emits energy, therefore its energy decreases, causing lowering of temperature. If a body radiates more than it absorbs, its temperature decreases, and vice versa. When the rate of absorption of radiation is same as the rate of emission of the radiation, the temperature of the body remains constant and the body is said to be in thermal equilibrium with its surroundings. That is, when the rate of absorption of radiation is same as the rate of emission of radiation, the temperature of the body remains constant and the body is said to be in thermal equilibrium with its surroundings. At room temperature, the thermal radiation corresponds to wavelengths longer than those of visible light, and hence we do not see them. When body is heated, the radiated energy corresponds to shorter wavelengths. For temperatures around 800 degrees Celsius, part of the energy emitted is in the visible range and the body appears red. At around 3000 degrees Celsius, the body looks white hot, that is at the larger temperature. Now, the amount of heat radiated depends upon different factors. The amount of heat radiated depends upon, first, the absolute temperature of the body, that is capital T. Absolute temperature of the body, capital T. Second, the nature of the body, that is the material of the surface, and whether that surface of the body is polished or not, that will affect the amount of heat radiated. Third factor is the surface area of the body. The surface area of the body, that is capital A. And the fourth factor is the time duration for which the body emits radiation, that is small t. So that will be the time duration t. The amount of heat radiated, let capital Q, the amount of heat radiated, capital Q, is directly proportional to, the surface area of that body A and the time duration for which that body is emitting energy. And therefore, if Q is the amount of radiant energy, so Q will be directly proportional to A and it will be directly proportional to T. So Q is here the amount of heat radiated, by that body. It will be directly proportional to area of surface of that body A and the time duration taken for radiation T. and therefore we can write Q equal to R into AT, or from this relation R will be equal to Q upon AT. R is equal to Q upon AT, where this R is called as emissive power or radiant power, emissive power or radiant power of a body at a given temperature capital T. It is defined as, the emissive power or radiant power is defined as the quantity of heat radiated per unit area per unit time. The quantity of heat radiated per unit area per unit time. This will be defined from this. In this case, if you put A equal to 1 and T equal to 1, then it will be per unit area and per unit time. So at that time R will be equal to Q. So when A is equal to 1, that is unit area, T is equal to unit time, then R will be equal to Q, and therefore the definition of this emissive power will be given as the quantity of heat radiated per unit area per unit time. The SI unit of this emissive power, the SI unit of this emissive power R, SI unit of R is joule per meter square second, joule per meter square second, and the dimensions are, 0 in length, 1 in mass, and -3 in time. So these are the dimensions. Then if you consider this quantity for a given temperature, a perfect black body has maximum emissive power. If you consider the perfect black body, then for that perfect black body, the emissive power is maximum. Now let us go for next point, that is coefficient of emission or emissivity. Coefficient of emission or emissivity denoted by small e. Let us see its definition. The coefficient of emission or emissivity E of a given surface is the ratio of emissive power R of the surface to the emissive power RB of a perfect black surface at the same temperature. The coefficient of emission or emissivity E of a given surface is the ratio of emissive power R of the surface to the emissive power RB of the perfect black surface at the same temperature. That means here there will be ratio of emissive power of any surface, that will be the ordinary surface, to the emissive power of the perfect black body at the same temperature. The temperature for these two will be the same. At that time, this ratio will be called as the coefficient of emission or emissivity of that surface. So if you consider this term, then for a perfect black body, if you consider perfect black body, then for that perfect black body, the coefficient of emission is equal to 1. That means it will absorb 100% of energy incident on it, as well as it will emit 100% of energy from it. And for a perfect reflector, if you consider reflecting body, then for a perfect reflector, that is for that body, coefficient of reflection R will be equal to 1. At that time, for this, the E, that is coefficient of emission or emissivity, will be equal to 0. That is for perfectly black body, E is equal to 1, and for perfect reflector body, E is equal to 0. So if you consider this coefficient of emission or emissivity, then again if you consider the ordinary body, so if you consider any ordinary body, then for that ordinary body, 0 will be less than E is less than 1. That is for ordinary body, the coefficient of emission will lie between 0 and 1. Now it will be depending on the nature of the surface. Now emissivity also varies with temperature as well as wavelength of radiation. Now let us see next point, that is Kirchhoff's law of heat radiation. Kirchhoff's law of heat radiation and its theoretical proof. So Kirchhoff's law of heat radiation will be stated and then it will be proved theoretically. So let us see the statement. First of all, statement of this Kirchhoff's law of heat radiation. Then it is stated as, at a given temperature, the ratio of emissive power to the coefficient of absorption of a body is equal to emissive power of a perfect black body at the same temperature for all wavelengths. The statement of Kirchhoff's law is given as, at a given temperature, the ratio of emissive power to the coefficient of absorption of a body is equal to emissive power of a perfect black body at the same temperature for all wavelengths. Mathematically it is given as R upon RB equal to E. That is, here it is emissive power of any ordinary body. It is the emissive power of the perfect black body, and that will be equal to coefficient of emission, or it will be written as A equal to E. That is, at a given temperature, coefficient of absorption is equal to coefficient of emission. So as per definition, it will be R upon E equal to RB. So let us prove this theoretically. So consider an ordinary body A and a perfect black body B. So in this case, we have considered a perfect black body B and ordinary body A, which is enclosed in a constant temperature enclosure. So in this case, let us consider an ordinary body A and a perfect black body B of identical geometrical shapes placed in an enclosure. In thermal equilibrium, both bodies will be at same temperature as that of the enclosure. So as these two bodies are placed in the constant temperature enclosure, therefore both bodies as well as enclosure will be having same temperature, and now there will be exchange of heat energy between the bodies and the enclosure. So in order to prove this, let this R be the emissive power of body A. That body A is having its emissive power equal to R. Then RB will be the emissive power of perfect black body B. RB is the emissive power of perfectly black body B. Let small a represents coefficient of absorption of the body A. A is coefficient of absorption of that body A. Capital Q represents quantity of radiant heat incident on each body in unit time. So Q is the quantity of heat energy, radiant heat energy incident on each body in unit time, that is per unit time. Then QA represents quantity of radiant heat absorbed by the body A, quantity of radiant heat absorbed by that body A, that is equal to QA. Then we can write QA equal to AQ. QA equal to AQ, that is the quantity of radiant energy absorbed will be equal to the product of coefficient of absorption of that body A into total radiant energy incident on it. Now both the bodies are at the same temperature. Therefore we can say that the quantity of radiant energy emitted by that body must be equal to the quantity of radiant energy absorbed by that body. So, as both A and B bodies are at the same temperature, therefore, the amount of heat energy absorbed by these bodies must be equal to amount of energy emitted by these bodies. So, let us apply this condition for both bodies A and B, and therefore, for body A we can write the quantity of radiant energy absorbed by body A must be equal to the quantity of heat emitted by the body A. So absorbed energy must be equal to emitted energy. Now the quantity of radiant energy absorbed by the body is equal to AQ. That is seen here, AQ. That will be equal to the quantity of radiant energy emitted by that body. It will be per unit time again, and that will be nothing but the emissive power of that body A, and therefore AQ is equal to R, equation number 1. Similarly, we can apply the same formula for body B, that is for perfect black body. Again, quantity of heat energy absorbed by that body B will be equal to quantity of radiant energy emitted by that body B, and therefore the quantity of radiant energy absorbed by the body will be equal to Q. As it is perfect black body, whole amount of energy will be absorbed by it, and then that will be equal to emissive power of that perfect black body, and therefore we can write Q equal to RB, equation number 2. Now dividing equation 1 by equation 2, we will get, divide this equation 1 by 2, so it will be written as AQ upon Q, AQ upon Q will be equal to R upon RB, R upon RB. Then QQ will get cancelled, therefore we will get A equal to R upon RB, A equal to R upon RB. This will be written as R upon RB is nothing but coefficient of emission E, and therefore we can write A equal to E. That will be A equal to, this is the value of E, that is A equal to E, and this is the proof of this Kirchhoff's law of heat radiation. The alternate statement will be given as, at a given temperature, the coefficient of absorption of a body is equal to its coefficient of emission. At a given temperature, the coefficient of absorption of a body is equal to its coefficient of emission.